Hi YouTube, it's been a while since I've been here, about 2 weeks. I've been on vacation and then work and then bad weather. Last video you saw I was out at Rausch Creek. Had a lot of fun. Now it's time to do some maintenance and damage assessment because I did a lot of this. I did some of this. And who could forget this? Yeah, that sound was pretty nasty. What we're going to do is a little damage assessment underneath the truck. Also, I am going to change the diff fluid in the rear. Also, I'm going to do the diff fluid in the front too as well. All you need for that, basic hand tools. The diff fluid that Twitter recommends is a 75W85 or a GL5 equivalent. That will have the friction modifier. So what I'm using and what I was able to find is Mobil 1 75W90. I have more than enough to do the fluid change, so let's get at it. Well, here I am underneath the truck. Rear diff, socket, crack this bolt, and then crack the other bolt underneath. As I got underneath here, it is absolutely filthy, but that's what was to be expected. So let me crack this open, then hit the drain plug underneath, and then kind of inspect everything. So here we go. Nothing like the smell of diff fluid. This stuff stinks. Alright, here's the drain plug. It does have some gunk on the bottom of it, probably just some sludge and just some, crap that I've probably picked up, because it does smell like a pond in here, so it wouldn't surprise me if I did get some water inside the diff. I haven't been driving it all that much. I don't see any real damage. I did see where I hit a dinger on the bottom of my diff, so maybe if I could find some protection for my lower diff if I continue to go off-road, it probably would be prudent. But bolt seemed to be fine. After this is drained, I'll show you where the damage was on that. Good news is I also see no visible leaks, so right now it's pretty much all drained out. All you need to do to fill diff fluid back up, obviously step one, put the drain plug in, and then you start filling up to here until it starts running out. So you fill it right up to the bottom hole right here, and that's all you need to do to fill diff fluid. It's real simple, one of the easiest things you can do. This is pretty simple standard stuff. Like I said, Mobil 1 75W90. I did double check with the guys at work I work at a Toyota dealership. They said this stuff is fine as long as it's GL5, GL5 compliant, or it's the equivalent. So this is API GL5 equivalent, so it should be good. We should be good to go. So all you do, probably easiest way, cut the top and then just pour it right on it. It's going to be the easiest way to fill everything up. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, guys, you see how it just ran out of there as I filled it up? That means it's to the top. I should be able to take my pinky, yep, and put it right in there, and the fluid is right to the top of this, and that's exactly where you need it to be and where you want it to be. So everything is a-okay, perfect as far as the amount of diff fluid you need. Just gonna clean this up, put the bolt back on, and you're good to go. We're all good. Now let's check for damage. All right, guys, here we are underneath the truck, assessing the damage. All right, here we are assessing damage. I'm not sure how well you guys can see. I've been crawling underneath this. I really don't see anything. There's 3 scrapes that I saw. Obviously, you could kind of see right here how it dips up underneath. And this is my passenger side running board. This is what made all that noise. It bent it up just a little bit. You can tell from underneath, but other than that, I really don't see any problems. I pulled a few twigs out from underneath. Now, try and get back here. Now, hopefully this focuses, but can you see right there where it looks like I hit something? I bottomed out on my rear diff, so let's see if I can get protection or cover or something. I mean, no damage to the bolt itself, but I did bottom out on that, so I'm going to want to look into maybe some protection underneath if I continue to do this. Also, I'm going to want to look into the rear diff breather mod that I believe Taco Bandit has done. I'm going to contact him and find out exactly what parts are necessary for that. Maybe you get my breather a little higher up if I continue to do that. Last but not least, I'm going to take you to the front of the truck. All right, here we are, front of the truck. Here is the other dinger that I found underneath, and thank God for skid plates. Right here. I got this, and then another scrape alongside here. And that's right where my transfer case is. I'm gonna have to remove these bolts. I'm gonna have to remove these bolts and drop this housing down so I can gain access to the front diff to change the oil and get that taken care of, which is no big deal. This is only 4 bolts, 2 back here, 2 up here. So yeah, looks like that's all the damage that was done to the truck. So all in all, I think that was a pretty successful off-road day. If you guys don't know where Rausch Creek is, I'll put a link to their website in the description. It's up in Pennsylvania off of 81, I believe exit 107. I'll tell you what, if you guys never been, it's a lot of fun. They have trails for all different experience levels. Obviously, I'm a novice, and also all kinds of levels that you may have with your vehicle, with your rig. Everything from stock, I just want to get a little dirty, to I just built a competition rock crawler. They have all kinds of stuff, and it was really reasonable pricing. If you have any questions, hey, leave them down in the link below. Let's get to the front diff now. I know I said I was going to do the front diff. I'm going to have to wait for that to happen. I just got a phone call from my wife while I was doing everything. Some personal stuff I have to go take care of. Nothing wrong. As you saw before, there's no real damage done when I went off-road, except for the little itty-bitty bend on the passenger side running board. A couple new scrapes and scratches underneath. I'm going to get under there. I'm going to have to clean everything up and maybe hit it with some black powder coat, some trailer paint, something like that to prevent rusting. Nothing really major, as you saw on the bottom of the diff housing where I kind of got a little scratch onto it. I'm going to look into see if I can get some protection underneath there so I don't do anything to that. But all in all, she did really well going off-road. I'm very happy. I'm glad I did the diff fluid change. Again, I'm just going to have to get the fronts done. I'll probably do that this weekend. If you like what you saw, please give me a thumbs up. I know this is a quick one, guys. If you've never stopped in before, if you've never seen me before, hey, if you like what you saw, subscribe. And until next time, go out and do some stuff.